And welcome back to the WJLX Scoreboard Show. I'm Nick Norris. With me is Patrick Hanna. And Patrick, would you like to introduce our guest tonight?
Yes, I'm excited. We have my good friend and my guy here, Tyler Sims, in with us tonight. Tyler and I, we coach together at Jasper, and Tyler's coached basketball as well. He works with the Boys and Girls Club after-school program. He does a little bit of everything. He's a jack of all trades, and just excited to have him in. I think you're going to be helping us during basketball season, too,
man,
at the radio station.
I plan on it. I'm happy to be here, y'all. I ain't going to lie to you. But now that you mentioned, football, I was not a very good football coach. You can tell, sometimes, when they say, they just let anybody do things? I'm anybody in that one, so.
Well, you got to think about it, though. You coach McCollum in the secondary, and he's been doing pretty well this year.
Yeah, he's my saving grace, man. So when he goes to the league or anything,
you take your 10% cut.
Yeah, don't worry, I will take my victory lap around Jasper. I might start at Walston Bridge.
There you go. Well, we're going to talk all high school football tonight, and we'll get into some college football and NFL as well as the night goes on. We're still waiting on a couple scores to go final, but we have the majority of our teams in the finals here. We're going to go through them. Jasper gets their first loss of the season tonight at Muscle Shoals. Long drive back. The Vikings fall 35-15 to the number 3 team in 6A football. They looked good the first half.
Yeah.
Kind of fell apart second half.
Yeah, that defense, it's like what we were talking about in here when we were all in here watching the second half in the studio. That defense, there's a reason why they've only allowed 19 points all year. Yeah. That there's a reason. You got a defensive lineman going to Alabama. You got a secondary guy going to Arkansas. You got another D lineman that is being recruited by D1 schools. And, they timed our cadence. They were in the backfield before Smothers could really do anything. And
Smothers took some hits tonight.
Yeah, he took some hits, and Pledgers took some big hits, too.
Shout out to those kids, man. They played really hard.
They did.
If you look at that D-line, if a couple of them walked in, you'd accidentally call them sir.
Yeah. Yeah, big time.
Some big dudes.
Yeah.
But, they played really hard tonight.
Yeah, and the score kind of got away at the end, but for a long time and at the half, Jasper was leading, and even mostly through the second half, Jasper was hanging in there. Just a couple late scores there made the score look a little worse than it probably was for most of the game, but that's okay. Jasper is looking to bounce back at home next week. We'll talk about that, all our games next week here in a moment. But let's go through the other finals we have here. Winfield beats Oakman 32-19. We also have the final from Fayette and Curry. Fayette whips up 67-16. And Dora survives at Cordova 33-32, and that's one that just went final. We were watching that live stream as well.
That was a good ball. Very good ball game.
Personally, I enjoyed that because I am a Dora guy.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're a Dora guy.
Yeah, so I'm glad we got that one. You want to know something I never understood? I didn't get, the river rat thing. I don't know which one's the river rats because neither of them are rats. There's a bulldog.
That's true. I never even thought about that. Yeah.
Is the loser the river rats? Is that how that works?
That's a very good question. That's something we need to ask James too, because James has got the history.
Would the loser be the river rat?
You would think so.
The loser would be the
or are they both just river rats?
That can be a question.
The only rivalry where you don't want the name.
Yeah, you never want to be the animal that results in the loss.
We can ask James that when they call from the car when they get on the road.
Okay, we'll do that. We got one more final. Meek goes to Addison, and Addison takes care of business 61-22. Addison has just been so dominant this year.
I thought they were going to be below average on points, there by halftime because, Meek was hanging in there. But,
yeah.
That Addison's offense just so impressive, man. They have to be shattering some record books.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You would think so, especially for Addison that just mostly runs the ball. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we are waiting on 2 more games to go final. Phil Campbell at Carbon Hill and Lynn at Marion County. If you have those scores, feel free to call us in at 205-221-2222. We will put those on the air and give you some credit. You can also listen on 101.5 or stream the WJLX Facebook page live stream we have going on. You can comment there, any scores that you might have, and we will follow those up as we go along throughout the night. We're going to take a quick break, check up on those two games, see if we can figure out something. If you have those scores, give us a call, 205-2222. We'll be right back on the WJLX 1015 Scoreboard Show. And welcome back to WJLX Scoreboard Show. I'm Nick Norris, with me Patrick Hanna and Tyler Sims, and we have all of our finals of the night in finally, at least according to ScoreStream. So if any of these are incorrect, like we had one last week, Give us a call, 205-221-2222. Set us straight. We'll appreciate that you do. Our finals of the night, Jasper gets their first loss when they visit number 3 Muscle Shoals, losing 35-15. Winfield takes care of business over Oakman, winning 32-19. Fayette goes to Curry and dominates 67-16. Dora survives a trip to Cordova, winning 33-32. Meek visits Addison, and Addison treats them the way they have treated everybody, winning 61-22. And Phil Campbell, one of the scores we were waiting on, beats Carbon Hill 56-12. And our final score we were waiting on of the night, Marion County outlasts Lynn 42-34. All of our games are in for the night, and some of our teams had a good night, but we had a hard week this week as well for a lot of our teams on our list here.
Yeah, that Dora and Cordova, I mean, that was back and forth.
Yeah.
The entire time, and Tyler had it up on his phone, and I mean, it's like one scores, and then 2 plays later, somebody's responding.
Yeah.
What a catch by that kid from Cordova. The diving catch to put him inside the 10-yard line. That was crazy. They were going back and forth all night, and I'm glad my team won. So,
Yeah.
That's always good to have a little bragging rights. But that was a great game by both teams.
Well, Cordova, I've said this before, Cordova's a weird place to play.
Yes.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, what is it like a pit? A
Yeah,
crowd?
yeah.
Yeah.
They call it the pit. They call it the hole. I mean, to tell you how tough it is to play, if you are a visiting coach, you guys sit in a dumpster instead of sitting in a box.
It's like being in the middle of like a NASCAR track. Like,
Yeah.
you just look on the side, and then there's grass running on the side. It's like, where do people stand?
Yeah.
Because it's in that hole too, like the landscape kind of moved. Like it doesn't even look the same as when we were kids.
No.
Yeah,
No,
it's
you
almost
go-
like you're not on Earth. 'Cause then you look like back to the side, and then it's like this huge hill.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it's insane.
It's a weird spot because it's constantly eroding. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
how long can you really keep this going, before the place slides?
Well, and you also have like on the visitor side, because we saw a couple of years ago. I mean, your fans are literally on the field with
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they're right there at the gate. There's no way you can tune them out.
So the parents can literally call plays.
Yeah, they can call plays and they can tell us how much they love us, and that's me cleaning up so we don't have to hit the dump button and stuff. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, Dora pulls it out 33-32, and that is Dora's second win of the year. Is that correct?
Second, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
their
good for
second.
things are looking up for the Bulldogs. We're glad to see it, and we hope to see them continue to have success throughout the year. We will talk some more about high school football, and we will look ahead at next week's schedule. We do have some games going on right now at the college level. We'll get a quick update on those. South Florida is leading North Texas in the fourth quarter, 56-28. That is our only game with a ranked team. But we do have another interesting one, Rutgers and Washington. And Rutgers at the half is ahead of Washington 13-10. And also at the half, we got Fresno State and Colorado State. Colorado State is leading 35-14 at the half.
South Florida opened it up.
Yeah.
Right coming out of halftime, because I glanced at it right before I came in, and it was, I think, only 10-point difference.
South Florida would be legit if they had a slightly better defense.
Yeah, that's the only thing, because I mean that offense is fun to watch, which that's Tennessee's former offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So you know that there's some similarities there, but I don't think he's going to be staying in South Florida long.
Oh, of course, man. Because money talks.
Oh yeah. And that's probably why they don't have a great defense. Money talk. You can't afford to buy both these days.
Yeah.
You have a good offense or a good defense. You're a small school like USF.
You never know. You know, UNC may come looking at him. I mean,
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, there's one guy that might want to leave.
yeah, there's one guy
Never heard of him before.
yeah. This is not the pros and stuff. And you don't have Tom Brady at quarterback.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's that.
Well, let's look at our SEC slate for tomorrow at 11 a.m. We've got number 8 Alabama at number 14 Mizzou. Alabama is only a 3.5-point favorite, but Missouri's looked solid. I mean, undefeated this year, 5-0. You think that 3.5 field goal range is about right? Or you think?
And this is at Missouri.
This is at Missouri.
Missouri's like a weird place to play at too. I don't. They just don't really feel like an SEC team to me.
They don't. Plus, I don't know where Missouri is on a map. I don't even think anybody in here has ever met someone that could point out.
No.
Especially people who live there.
No. Because that would be one place, I would like to do the SEC stadium tour and all, but I would probably omit Missouri because I'm afraid I'd get lost.
Yeah, because, is it in Kansas?
I mean, it's right there on the
Kansas
line.
City?
Yeah, it's right there, I think, close to it. I'll have to.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll have to ask Blaine Eads that because I think he went there when Auburn went to Missouri because he wanted to check it off his list too.
I went to the SEC championship, the first one that Missouri was in against Alabama, and they had a big turnout, a lot of fans there, but it was odd. I didn't they had Missouri colored houndstooth stuff, and I was like, I didn't know anybody else did houndstooth.
Yeah,
that it's like yellow houndstooth.
They probably didn't start doing houndstooth. They were like, man, we're in the SEC.
Yeah, we gotta look fancy.
We can do that thing that the other people are doing.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, Missouri is 5-0, but here are the list of the teams they play. Okay, Central Arkansas, Kansas, Louisiana, like the Raging Cajuns, Louisiana, South Carolina, Massachusetts.
So really,
like the state Massachusetts, like they have a school.
Yeah, UMass.
They have a football team.
Yeah.
So really, South Carolina's been their only really competition.
And they won that one 29-20.
29.
Now the rest have been blowouts. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I think Bama will win, but I think it will probably be 10 points.
I think it's in Bama's favor that this is their first real test.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it depends on just how they started.
Yeah.
They start flat and they give up some momentum, then it could be a dogfight.
Yeah.
Wherever they're playing.
My favorite play of all time actually happened in the Alabama-Missouri game, and it was the suplex. If you remember that.
Oh yeah, I do
Michael
remember that
Fanning.
one. Yeah.
He got put in for one play. Suplex, because he didn't really play.
Yeah.
Got put in for one play. Suplex the running back. Got taken out. Nick Saban made him write an apology letter, mail it, and then he
wrote it manually.
He hand wrote.
That's insane.
Yeah, that was just to me is more disrespectful than the suplex.
Yeah.
To get an apology letter, like sorry that I manhandled.
I mean, there is that. But wait, what year did this happen?
2013, 2014.
I was gonna say, I think that was
2012.
Like, when was the
2012.
last time you guys literally, legit wrote a letter, by hand?
By hand, it's probably
You thought
high
about
school.
every letter you wrote outside of, when you were in college? 'Cause
Yeah.
That's probably, the last time.
I believe LaMichael Fanning ended up at Jacksonville State though. After that, I think he dropped or was dropped from Alabama. I don't think they asked him to.
Yeah, probably didn't ask him to
Well,
come
you know
back.
how we are, baby. Bring them on.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think he did well. I think he had a pretty decent career. He wasn't ever going to really play at Alabama, but when he went down to a smaller school, he was able to really use the time go.
Yeah.
So, LaMichael Fanning. I still talk about that dude. He's going to talk to his grandkids one day. Didn't do a whole lot, but I was on SportsCenter that one night. The greatest play of all time.
I remember the last time I wrote a letter.
Some more SEC games. We've got Washington State at number 4, Ole Miss. They have jumped up into the top 5 there. Number 6, Oklahoma at Texas. Texas is about to lose back-to-back probably.
Well, and I think Oklahoma's quarterback may be back for that one too. So that just makes it a lot worse too.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be that one. Texas is still favored, but only a 1.5.
Who's the quarterback?
It's Mater.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he should be back this week, and then you got Arch Manning. You don't know which one you're gonna get. Are we gonna get the Arch Manning that was kind of going for, in the non-conference schedule where he was kind of lighting it up, or are we gonna get the Arch Manning that kind of doesn't really perform in the SEC aspect? But and still in his defense, this is his real first season, and if people will just get off of him and make him realize that you're not going to be your uncles or your grandfather, just go and be you.
Here's my question. Do you pull the plug after this game if it doesn't go well?
In Sarkisian's aspect, I would, because you're at Texas.
Yeah.
You either win or they're going to be giving you a nice buyout
Yeah.
because they got the money.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is really going to be a make or break for him because I think, the hype was kind of unfair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
most
do too.
definitely. I agree.
do too.
And then you realize, Peyton and Eli, they're not his dad. They're
Right.
Yeah.
His dad is, the regular guy, the non-Hall of Fame quarterback. And so they've kind of just put the Peyton Eli thing on him.
It reminds me so much of Tua's first true year as a starter.
Right,
After coming
yeah.
off the national championship game where the hype was just impossible.
Yeah,
to
it's
live up to.
impossible.
Yeah. We also got Arkansas at number 12, Tennessee. The Vols are a 9.5-point favorite. We've got, which is interesting to me because Arkansas doesn't have a coach. They're only,
Well, they got a former coach.
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a former coach minus the motorcycle.
They don't. So wait, they don't have a coach.
They fired
Yeah,
Sam
they
Pittman.
fired Pittman.
Yeah.
Did anybody check Indeed? It might be on there.
Well, and then his first thing that he did once he was announced as interim is he fired the entire defensive staff.
Oh, what a way to
Yeah.
come in, man.
Yeah.
I mean, so he's trying to set the stage like, look,
And he's just interim. He's not been named like the
Yeah.
head coach.
Oh, that's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
not a way to make friends either.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
We've got Florida, which is Brian.
Yeah,
Hell's
Brian
favorite.
Hell's
What a
team. He
playoff
came in at the
way
good
to-
time, baby.
Florida at number 5, Texas A&M. Texas A&M though only a 7.5-point favorite over the Gators.
And Brian just came in his Halloween costume.
I recommend a lobotomy.
At 6:30, we've got number 10 Georgia at Auburn.
Whew,
Yeah,
man.
Jordan Hare.
I feel better about it.
Yeah, with it being a Jordan Hare, I have a little bit more confidence. But my whole problem with Auburn is Hugh Freeze needs to let his OC call the plays.
Yeah.
You're in a day and time where a head coach really can't be a head coach and a coordinator anymore. As a head coach, you need to be that CEO because guys can just hit the portal whenever.
Yeah.
So you just need to be that head coach. Encourage your quarterback, but let your OC pay him what you have him do. Let him call the plays.
What do you think the point spread is? It's in Georgia's favor.
Yeah, it's in Georgia's
Yeah.
favor. I figure it's probably a 3.5.
3.5.
Bam.
Oh my goodness.
3.5.
Bam. Look at that.
Take my phone.
And then to wrap it up, the SEC schedule, we've got South Carolina at number 11, LSU kicking off 15 minutes thereafter. Georgia, Auburn, LSU a 9.5-point favorite.
Thoughts?
I'm not sold on South Carolina yet. But South Carolina's always been that team that they're kind of turned into Kentucky. They're going to find a way to win, and they're going to ground and pound it. But I think LSU pulls this one out.
Yeah, I think so too. I like LSU. I mean, I don't like Brian Kelly, and I don't. But
I don't,
Is a
yeah.
game, this is a game that Brian Kelly would win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
not a big one. So,
yeah. He wins the non-big ones.
Brian, are you taking LSU?
Yeah, Tyler, I honestly will take LSU in this because I think for as much as I make fun of Brian Kelly, y'all are right. This is the game that he does win.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take LSU?
Mhm.
All right, I'm taking LSU because nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
And to wrap up our college football talk, we have a couple ranked matchups outside of the SEC. We've got number 1 Ohio State at number 17 Illinois. Ohio State's a 14.5-point favorite. And we've got number 7 Indiana at number 3 Oregon, which I think will be a better game. Oregon a 7.5-point favorite. All right, we're going to take another break. When we come back, we want to talk to Brian about the game that he was at tonight, and I heard about a rat in the kitchen.
That's about the most excitement I can tell.
All right, we're looking forward to hearing about it in just a moment right here on the WJLX Scoreboard Show.
That has to be.
That's hilarious.
And welcome back to the WJLX Scoreboard Show. I'm Nick Norris. We have Patrick Hanna, we got Tyler Sims, and we got Brian Hill all in here, full house right now. And Brian, we want to talk to you about the game you were at in just a moment, but we're going to go through all of our finals for those who are just joining us. Jasper loses to Muscle Shoals 15-35. Winfield beats Oakman 32-19. Fayette beats Curry 67-16. Dora survives Cordova 33-32. Meek loses handily to Addison 22-61. Phil Campbell takes care of business against Carbon Hill 56-12. And Lynn loses to Marion County 34-42. Now you were at the Fayette Curry game.
Yeah.
And you had a great time, you said?
I always enjoy my trips out to Curry. They have a great fan base. The staff there is wonderful. You know, I enjoy that.
Great hospitality.
Yeah, great hospitality. I always enjoy doing games at Curry.
How was the food? Is food good?
I actually ate before I went in. That way I wasn't hungry. They had trucks out there, and they were selling a lot of stuff. I
Really?
I didn't need it.
Because it was homecoming up there too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
homecoming.
And oh my goodness, we said it on the broadcast. We did mention, I think her name was Megan Dodd, that she was the Curry homecoming queen. So congratulations to her.
Congratulations. Now, this one, of course, did not go in Curry's favor. 67-16, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Long game. That's difficult to call a game when it's that big of a point differential, I'll say.
It is. It's not as bad as calling some basketball games that I've called before, where there's been college games where there's no timeouts.
Yeah.
So they're taking a whooping, and you're just sitting there having to do
Find
whatever.
some type of positive to say.
Yeah, but no, it's honestly, Fayette County, they've got a lot going for them.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I will also say that they are really messy. I mean, the amount of penalties that they have was incredible, and just personal foul. They basically gave Curry 9 points off of penalties and idiotic plays.
Well, it sounded like a long night, but I will say, because we were sitting in here when we could hear you guys over there, and y'all kept the energy high.
Yeah.
I will say, and that's a big credit, because that's, like I said, that's
I
something
thought,
that was easy.
just listening in, I thought it was a barn burner. I didn't know what was going on over there.
Well, we did have one particular incident that was pretty exciting, and it kind of broke apart Jen in there. But as we were calling the game, I noticed there was a big commotion going on below me, and I heard basically this. Okay, so let's hold that for context for a minute. So I looked down, and there are people just scrambling around all over the place. And I have no idea. I mean, they're just jumping up, turning, I thought to myself, what is this, some kind of homecoming tradition that I didn't know about at Curry? No, it was a mouse. And as a matter of fact, he ran out at one point, and I actually saw him. I think he's maybe about 3 inches long. Just
Okay,
a
so
tiny
a true
little bit.
mouse, not
Yeah.
a rat.
True mouse,
Yeah,
not a rat.
it
Stuart
was a
Little's in the
little
house.
mouse. But I mean, there were people. Some were horrified, some were amazed, and some were actually trying to chase it down.
I hate mice.
I understand that, but at that point, I mean, it was 66-8. I mean,
You should ask him if he wanted to play.
Yeah. I
He
mean,
was trying to get a jersey.
there's a good possibility of it, but I can tell you this much: it gave us some excitement in the game for that.
Hey, listen, that's all that matters. That's all that matters, man.
Yeah, I worked in a lot of restaurants. There's mice are in kitchens. Nobody wants to realize that.
Talk about
but-
it.
but they are there. That's where they're at. There's those, and there's cockroaches, even in the
I mean,
nicest of kitchens.
the mice could have led the team in rushing yards. You never know.
Nick, I'm an inner city kid. You know how many mice and roaches that I've seen over the years in the inner city?
Yeah.
A lot.
How many of them wanted to play football, though?
Well, they look like they more wanted to play soccer, honestly. That's just me.
Well, I'm glad that was.
I mean, I
that
got a
was
connection if they want to play soccer.
Now, I've got one question before I get out of there. How in the world are we going to do this pick 'em this week, guys?
Yeah, we need to talk about that. We also need to talk about last week's pick'em because I believe you were the winner.
And I think you move into the first place in the standings.
All right,
That
so
gives you 2 wins.
Chamber's here.
last week we picked Dora and Cordova. 4 of us picked Dora, me, Patrick, James, Brian. I said Dora 21-17. Patrick said Dora 21-8. James said Dora 24-13. And Brian, you said 27-21. That's the highest scoring pick for Dora. So I think you got that one. I think that puts you in the lead overall as well.
Sith Lord knows what he's doing.
I don't think
That's right.
I don't think I've gotten one.
I haven't got one either.
Okay.
I mean, I think I may have got one on technicality with Zach a couple of weeks ago, but I mean, because Brian was over here doing the Italian, so I think I may have got one, but I'll concede to him.
Tell us your secret so great one.
I'm old, and I've been doing this for a long time.
Let's see, y'all's game this week is Curry and Dora.
Yeah, and please, let's not do that.
No,
one.
well,
I
we
mean,
won't.
it
We won't
is-
because y'all are calling it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we try not to do any that we're going to be at.
Yeah.
So Curry and Dora is off the table. Of course, Jasper is as well. So that leaves us with, this will be 10-17, is that correct?
Yes.
So this has Carbon Hill at Phil Campbell, Cordova at Fulton Dell.
Carbon Hill played. Didn't they
Phil
play
Campbell
Fulton?
tonight,
they played
yeah.
Oh, I'm
What was
sorry.
the next one?
Carbon Hill will be at midfield. Cordova will be hosting Fulton Dell. Oakman will be at Vonmont, and that's it. That's all for us there.
Oakman Vonmont is a very integral game for that last.
Well, see,
playoff
that's what I was
spot.
about to say. That would be for the final playoff spot in their region.
So, do you guys think that would be a good one?
I think that would be a great one.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I'll let y'all make some scores, and then I'll dump mine last.
Tyler, who you got?
I'm rolling with Oakman.
Oakman.
What's your score?
Oh, Oakman, what's my score? 28-14.
28-14.
Huge Tyler Thomas fan.
Yeah.
So am I.
Patrick?
I think I'm going to roll with Oakman too. Good friends with Coach Ward, and Coach Painter over there. And I think they will. They've been playing a lot more physical and tougher and stuff this year, and so I'm going to go Oakman 24, Vinemont 17.
Okay, 2 pretty similar scores, 28-14, 24-17. I'm also going to go Oakman, but I'm going to go a little closer. I'm going to say Oakman wins it. I'll say 21-20. I'm going to go real close.
Oh, you are cutting it close, my man.
He's trying to close that gap between our points. That's what he's doing.
I didn't want to take either one of it, 14 or 17. Brian?
Goodness.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is go a little bit higher.
Okay.
I'm going to say Oakman 30, Vinemont 24.
Ooh.
30,
Sith Lord right
24.
there.
All right.
So we're just waiting on Timmons, Zach, and James.
Zach should be calling in soon.
Well, that's if we decide to answer. We'll see.
That's always good. It's
All
always
right,
good.
we're going to give Zach a second to call in if he'd like. So we're going to go to the break. When we come back, we'll go back over those final scores again. Hopefully have his Timmons and James's Pick'ems, and then talk some NFL football here in a minute as well, right here on the WJLX Scoreboard Show.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay. Make sure this doesn't make me hang up on the phone. So if it does, call right back, but I don't think it will. Okay.
It's me, Maggie. Hush.
And we are back on the WJLX Scoreboard Show. Got to hit the button there. And we have a special guest on the phone. Zach is joining us. Zach, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
We can't hear you, if so. That's the issue.
Oh, boy, you can't hear me, all right?
Zach, call back in. I just hung it up, and we'll get you on the air. We're waiting on Zach. He's going to give us our pick'ems. For those who are just joining us, we are currently picking the, let me see, we're picking the Oakman-Vinemont game coming up. Here he is. Okay, let's see if this works this time around. Hello, hello? Zach, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Zach, you there, buddy?
Zach, can you hear us?
I'm here and I can hear you.
Nothing.
All right, I'm going to put you on speaker, no worries.
Yeah. That's how we roll.
Okay, Zach, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Thank you for calling in, man. How was your night? We heard a lot of excitement from you despite sort of a big point differential, and we were giving you some props, man. You were able to bring it even when it wasn't the most entertaining of games, we'd say.
Oh man, I'm just blessed to be able to call those games. So I don't care if it's 100-0 or if it's going down to the wire. I'm just happy to be in the booth with a headset on.
Man, you are awesome. Tell us about this mouse we keep hearing about. Brian was very very detailed about it.
Well, I was watching the game because I think Fett had driven it down into the red zone, and I'm locked in and focused, and I see Brian smirking from the corner of my eye. And I'm wondering, why would he be smiling when Curry's getting hammered, getting beaten up pretty bad? And then after the play, he said, well, Zach, there's a mouse running around. At first, oh no, it's in the booth, I'm going to jump out the window. But no, it was down in the stands. And there were a few people, right in front of us, 2 rows down. It looked like a grenade had been dropped. They all dove for their lives. There was a tiny little mouse crawling around. And as Brian mentioned, I heard him say it, there were a few that were terrified, a few that were amused, some that were amazed. Others tried to catch it.
Amazed.
So to each their own.
So if somebody catches the mouse, is that going to be the player of the week?
That'd be pretty good if you could find a way to interview him.
How fast was his 40?
I think he could run he'd run 4, sub 4 maybe.
Okay. So for that's yeah.
Well, Zach, we would like to get your pick once again. You've been pretty dominant on these. Of course, Brian won last week, but you've gotten your fair share of wins. And we were wondering who you want to pick in the Oakman-Vinemont game.
Everybody's picked Oakman thus far, correct?
Yes. Yeah, we got 4 picks for Oakman.
Well, I'm going to try to play the other way around.
Oh, no, don't do it.
30-28. Oakman, as they've proven this season, they can keep it close with anybody, but they really haven't been able to pull through with the exception of Hanceville and Carbon Hill. So we'll see. We will see. Oakman, they're fighting for their playoff lives.
Man, so you think it's also going to be pretty close then? You expect this to be a close game?
I do. I think that Oakman's a good enough team. I don't think anybody can blow them out. If Gordo can't blow them out and if Winfield can't blow them out, they'll keep it close with Vinemont.
All right. Well, are you on your way back home? Have you made it back to the house yet?
I have made it safely, and I'm back here in beautiful Carbon Hill.
All right, man. You plan on having a full day of college football tomorrow?
I do. I plan on it. I'm going to watch Alabama take on Missouri at 11. At 2:30, I'll probably flip back and forth between Red River and top 10 matchup in the Big Ten, Indiana and Oregon. That should be fun. And then the Deep South's oldest rivalry that night, Georgia at Auburn. Boy, the Bulldogs, they better be on upset alert because at night, at Jordan-Hare, anything can happen when a top 10 team comes in.
That's right. That's right. Well, man, we appreciate you calling in as always, and we hope to see you here in the studio soon and to catch back up in person, man.
Yeah, I'll try to be in there next week.
Okay, sounds good. We appreciate you.
All right, appreciate you guys. Take care.
Have a good one.
All right, bye.
That was Zach McClellan. We have his pick, Vonmont, 30-28 in that one for next week. So we're just waiting on. Did Brian give us his pick?
Yeah, he gave us.
Oh yeah, so we're waiting on Timmons and James. Yeah, Brian also picked Oakman. So we're waiting on Timmons and James, I believe.
So
Timmons
it
should
looks
call
like
it.
Zach's going to be the apprentice is trying to become the master.
Yeah.
Is what he's doing. But is he going to be the good Jedi or is he going to be a Sith?
I mean, you gotta pick Oakman, right?
I mean, he's kind of taking that Sith pack right there.
come on.
I nearly picked Vonmont just to do
Yeah,
that, but I've done
just to be-
I've done that every week. So I'm gonna take a break from it. Let's while we're waiting on Timmons and James, let's.
See, we talked about them, and here they go.
All right, so let's see here. All right. Are you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, what's up? We can hear you.
Call back in for us, please. Still learning
Good.
the board here. I swear that's all we did was press that button last time.
Yeah,
Anyway, you have your you can't hear me, Patrick?
I can't hear him.
Okay. Call back in, please, and we will we'll just put you on the speaker there. Still working out on the board, but while we were waiting, we did have an NFL game last night. We had the Giants taking care of the Eagles, 34-17. I didn't really foresee that happening, and
I didn't either, but what in the world was the ball doing going into the injury tent? That's
Oh,
like
I have no
against.
idea.
That's
Yeah.
like
screaming
way.
at that doctor, man.
Yeah.
He's in his face. Yeah, that was crazy. And then Scatabo just went in
Dude,
there.
how fun is he?
Yeah.
He is so
He's
fun.
crazy,
Seems
man.
like a fun guy.
And
I mean,
I think
he's a
like,
merchandise
he went into
pusher.
the tent. Like, what did was he
Yeah.
saying?
Dude, I like him
he's
because
probably saying, "Scat on out of there."
he just does stuff.
Yeah.
Like, he's so impulsive.
He's a weird
just like-
guy.
He is a very weird
He-
guy.
He reminds me of Peyton Hillis in
Yeah.
his run game. I mean, he's just a bruiser of a back.
Yeah. He's an interesting guy. I like him though. He's
Yeah, he's fun though.
we haven't had like somebody like that in the league in a while. I feel like
Dude,
just
when
a kind of a
was-
loose unit.
I mean,
like him.
we haven't seen something like that since Mike Allstott.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then he's doing backflips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I saw a video of him from his college days, and he was just ramming his head into a wall over and over again, like an insane inmate.
You would think that would cause concussions.
All right, Jonathan's going to walk us through this call here, and this is what I did, but we're going to try it again. We're going to try it again.
The manual.
So when he calls in, we're going to try this once again. But while we're waiting, I also felt bad for Russell Wilson getting in for one drive and getting booed.
Grand
man.
opening, grand closing.
Yeah, I like Russ.
I mean, if you're not wanting to go with Russ, you got Winston. Why not give him a shot?
Yeah.
I think what was more crazy is like getting
Okay.
booed.
Answer the call on the phone. Hello. I'm going to press the yellow button. Okay.
Step 3.
Yellow button. Hang the phone up. On the caller channel. Let the call. Okay. Hello. Can you hear him?
Hello. Hello.
I cannot hear him in the
Can't
headset.
hear him either.
We don't hear you. We still can't hear you. I did what you
Those
said.
instructions did not work.
Turn the
Let's
headphones
see if
up.
he's- And he's gone. It hung up on him.
The
All right, we tried. I'm sorry. I went step by step.
I read the manual.
Can you hear him?
I can hear you now.
Yes, now I can hear you better.
Yes.
Oh, wait. I'm hearing somebody in the background. It's very staticky.
Dude, this sounds like those.
We can hear you just fine.
Yeah, it sounds
Okay.
like those post
They can hear us.
They're there?
They're there.
Hello, how are we doing?
We can hear you. Can you hear
Okay,
us?
I can't hear these guys, so you're going to lead this conversation. I have
Okay.
headphones.
All right.
But you have headphones on. Who am I talking to now?
You are
I feel
talking
like
to
I'm taking
Patrick.
crazy pills. Holy. Wow. How's the show going, guys?
Oh, it's going fabulous, man. I mean, we're just getting a lot of great entertainment.
It's not going fabulous. We're listening to it.
So, tell us about the Jasper Muscle Shoals game.
What'd you say?
Tell us about the Jasper Muscle Shoals game. How'd you guys think about that?
Well, I mean, we're all upset. We lost.
All of
I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like I'm speaking into the future. It sounds like I'm talking into a time portal.
Yeah, it's very staticky.
Oh no.
I don't even know. How's the sound quality? Is it just really, really bad? Somebody go into the studio and listen to it on the FM radio.
It's a really cool experience though, but it's very loud.
I'll let you listen to that. I'm gonna turn on the FM dial in there.
Yeah, doesn't it sound like you're talking into the future?
Yeah, that's interesting. Sounds like is the phone still on? Hello?
Do you hear yourself?
A little bit. Not really. No, I just hear static.
Yeah, I hear a lot of static.
Yeah. Anyway, we can hear you though.
All right. How about now?
You sound good. We are good.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So we're doing our picks. We're doing Oakman and Vinemont this week.
Oakman and Vinemont, guys. What's your pick? I'm going Oakman.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think everybody else has said Oakman too, right?
Everybody said Oakman except for Zach. He picked Vinemont.
Except for who?
Zach.
Oh, Zach. Zach's the only one who went Vinemont.
I'm going to go Vinemont.
JP's going Vinemont.
28, Oakland 22.
Oh, I've got to give a score?
Yes.
Let me go Oakman 24 to 23.
Okay, what about James?
That was James.
James, Vinemont 28, Oakland 22.
28.
You got anything back there?
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
hold on.
thanks a lot, guys.
Is James there? Hey, can James
Yeah,
hear
hang
me?
on.
Wait, what'd you say?
Hey, James, so I graduated from Dora, right? And I have no idea about, like, the history of this rivalry. So whoever wins between Cordova and Dora, is the loser the River Rats?
Oh, no. Cordova is always the River Rats.
Okay, they're always the Rats. Even though there's a bulldog and a devil playing each other, they're always the River Rats.
They are always the River Rats, 365 days a year.
Oh, yeah, see, I love that. That's the type of energy I live for.
That's great.
Thank you.
Right. All right. Hey, what was the final of the Winfield and Oakman game tonight?
Winfield won 32-19, and Brian got the pick 'em.
32-19. Okay, 32-19 Winfield.
Winfield. All right. Thank you, guys. We're going to hop off the phone.
Woody says Vinemont's going to win 35-17.
Woody, okay. Vinemont 37-13.
Ooh,
35-17.
that's a good one.
35-17. Vinemont. Okay. This will be a fun one this
All right,
week.
great. Great talking to you guys.
Appreciate you guys. Y'all be safe, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, great job tonight.
Appreciate it. All right. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to wrap everything up. We also need to look ahead at the NFL schedule. We'll do that really quickly before we close it out right here on the WJLX Scoreboard Show. back to the WJLX Scoreboard Show, where we are about to wrap everything up right here. For those who are just joining us, our scores of the night: Jasper falls to Muscle Shoals, 15-35. We okay, guys?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm good, man. What's the show? You took a loss.
Winfield beat Oakman 32-19. Fayette beats Curry 67-16. Dora survives over Cordova 33-32. Meek loses to Addison 22-61. Phil Campbell beats Carbon Hill 56-12. And Lynn falls to Marion County 34-42. Before we get out of here, guys, the only thing we haven't talked about is professional ball. We've got a lineup of games this weekend, hopefully a better lineup than we did last weekend. Starting out once again in the morning with another London game, we've got Broncos and the Jets. Jets still looking for that first win. I don't think they're going to get it Sunday.
I mean, is London trying to get a pro team? I mean, because this is, about the third or fourth week we've gone out to
They
London.
don't like football that much.
Yeah.
We've got to stop doing that.
They've been trying to move Jackson, the Jaguars over there for 20 years.
Oh, that's awful.
I think the only reason they haven't is the tax thing. Like you'd have
Yeah.
players paying for taxes in both countries and then shipping them around.
And the food's not better than ours.
Yeah.
Imagine being on the Jaguars, right? Like,
And then
as
also-
bad as they've always been.
Yeah.
Imagine being a bad team stuck in London.
Yeah.
Well, and on
Being
top
on
of
the
that,
Jets and also being over there eating beans on toast.
well, and like the UFL has better attendance than what the games over in London have had.
I'll tell you because Europeans think it's a stupid sport.
Yeah.
It works really well when there's one game.
Yeah.
Yes, that
Like
is.
the one in Germany, sold out. If you
Yeah.
do usually they just do one in London, and it's a great turnout. But there's a bunch, so they're like, well, I'll just get the next one, or I won't go at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's diminishing returns we're seeing already. I
All
think.
of this that we're talking about is better than the Jets' offense. So
yeah.
The Jets
That's
team
the other thing.
altogether.
We mostly just do bad games over there. It's usually the
Yes.
Jaguars.
yeah, it's nothing.
It's like-
Mind you, you're trying to sell this to people.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's the worst that we have.
It should always be like Chiefs, Bills,
Mahomes, yeah,
Ravens.
let's just go
Yeah.
down the nighttime lineup.
It should be your stars.
It should be like Chiefs versus the Lions.
Yeah. At 12, we've got Cardinals and Colts, Chargers and Dolphins. Every week it could be McDaniel's last week.
Yeah.
Patriots and the Saints, Browns at the Steelers. That was almost the battle of old men.
Yeah, I was about to
Flacco
say,
got moved
yeah.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd he end up at? He
The
ended up,
Bengals.
The Bengals.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right. So we'll still, yeah.
And
so
he's
still
starting
play.
this week. He was
Yeah.
traded, and 2 days later, he's starting.
We've got Cowboys at the Panthers. I did see they finally named Shadur the backup, which
Yeah.
is, to me that was crazy. When
Kind
they
of
were
like you're right here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
But it was-
sad.
Whatever.
That's the Browns
But-
breaking news is that you named your backup quarterback.
well, the reason that it's weird is because earlier in the week he's the only other quarterback there now besides Deshaun Watson who's not playing, and they're like, okay, so Shadur's the second string, and they're like, well, we still got to look at the roster.
That reminds me of that.
Who are you going to put ahead of
You know what
him?
that reminds
Yeah.
me of? That reminds me of that scene on Not Another Teen movie where the guy gets hurt and the coach is still spitting, looking,
Yeah, looking
and he
around.
keeps looking past the
Yeah.
guy. He's the only guy on the bench.
It's like he's hit. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's nobody else you can
There's
get.
nobody left.
And like during preseason, you have like 6 quarterbacks in there, and now you're down to 2.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why you keep extras.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Shadur. I wish we would have picked him up with the Steelers as, a backup guy, and we didn't, like everybody else didn't. But, that to me was weird that he was like, yeah, we're not ready to say. I don't know who. You going to pick somebody else up? Like, what would. Anyway. Panthers are hosting the Cowboys at 12. We got the Seahawks at the Jags. We got the Rams at the Ravens. And we've got that closes out the 12 o'clock window.
That's going to be a rough game.
I mean, look
the
at the
Ravens.
difference in the Ravens offense
that's
with
gonna be
Lamar
a
Jackson
rough
out.
one.
Yeah.
Because the Rams are really good.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh my gosh, you see how much Lamar Jackson brings to that team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's going to be Henry heavy tomorrow. At the 3 o'clock window, we've got the Titans at the Raiders. Both teams trying to get that second win. Bowers is still out, though, this week for the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Did you see they finally let Genty, stand up?
Yeah.
yeah, they let him get into his, and he's been playing better
Man,
since he
Chip
got into
Kelly's
his phone.
such a genius. You just
Yeah.
allow somebody to do something
Yeah.
that they've always done really good, and you get good results. Who would have thought of something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, yeah. I wonder if they let him or if he just decided like
Yeah,
enough.
I think he just decided,
Probably,
say,
yeah, this is
forget it, I'm
stupid.
doing
I
it.
don't do this.
Yeah. We got the Bengals and the Packers. That could be an interesting game. It would be more interesting if Burrow was there, but
Yeah.
you
It
know,
would be.
since it's gonna be Flacco's first start, only having 2 days there, that'll be
2 days to be able to
yeah.
go play, but he's 40 years old. He
He gets
probably
it.
knows every
Yeah,
play.
yeah, he probably knows.
Just
what
tell
he's doing.
Chase, go deep.
Yeah. We got the 49ers at the Bucks, and then Sunday Night Football, we got Lions and Chiefs. So-
There we go. That game should be the one in
Those are
London.
the
That's the
games that
game
should
in
be in
London.
Yeah. Chiefs are a favorite because it's at the Chiefs, 2.5 points. But I think the Lions will.
I think
Yeah,
so.
Lions will pull it out. I mean, they were shaky on offense there at the start, but you got to remember they're replacing 2 coordinators that are now head coaches.
Yeah.
One's doing okay, the other one's probably wishing he was still a defensive coordinator. But
Now on Monday, ESPN is doing this thing that I hate, where they have 2 Monday Night Football games.
oh gosh, and one broadcast team.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, we're all in the radio business. People probably don't like us, but that second game always gets the crap end of the stick.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, it does.
So at 6:15 on Monday night, we've got the Bills at the Falcons. Bills are a 4.5 favorite, and then at the 7:15 window, we've got the Bears at the Commanders.
Oh gosh.
And that's the thing. Well, there's always it's always one of the games is not very good.
Yeah.
It's like, so
Yeah.
why do we?
Why do they do that on purpose?
Yeah. Just
They must encourage people to go to sleep.
So which one is the Manning cast going to do? Because do they still do the Manning cast?
yeah, they still do the Manning cast.
So I would have the Manning cast do one of them instead of.
It's going to be the first one. Peyton Manning will lose his mind if he has to do that.
Well, the Manning cast is always an additional thing, right? That's
Yeah,
always-
it's always an additional. I figure if I was Manning, I would want to do the Chiefs and the Bears because you got 2
Yeah.
great offensive
Let me
minds
go ahead
go
and
there.
Get that
one.
first game out the way, and then put the kids in bed in that second one.
Looks like they don't do the Manning cast every week anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do week 1, week 3, week 5, week 8, week 9. So they take some weeks off. So they're not going to be on this week. Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Good on those
Yeah.
guys.
I mean, throw somebody else in there. Throw Marino and Aikman.
Anyone.
Arch Manning get
You
some
could throw
film
us on that
sessions.
second game. It's-
Yeah.
I hear Mark Sanchez may be available soon. Maybe they could.
Well, well, we'll see on that one. Yeah.
Might be a little pissed.
Yeah. He might be having to work some things out.
And I do want to say also before we go
Yeah.
that I did have an outrageous pick that came true last week.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Yes, you did. And I'm taking you and stuff. I mean, you need to take this guy to play the lottery.
I said last week, I said that UCLA would beat Penn State, and they did.
No, you did.
Yes, this
Yeah.
cat right here picks it. And if you could go back and watch thing, I told him he was crazy.
Yeah.
And before the game goes final, this cat sending me a text saying, "Told you so."
You're lucky we're in the modern era. You should be stoned in the middle of town square. There is no way that you. What possessed you to think that they automatically know that game is gonna go that way?
I think maybe Patrick even asked you like why, and I was like, it just sounds like
This sounds like something ridiculous.
I was just like, it sounds like a game Penn State would lose. I don't know. They did.
And he says this as he's at Bama Vandy game too. Because I was just like blown away. And because literally I was watching the game. I was watching it and I
Did you
just could
send a
not
text? It
believe
was a text.
Yes.
Yeah, I was in the
I got a
Texas.
bad feeling.
And then like literally,
There's a storm of brewing.
I mean literally I tossed my phone on the couch and Brandy's like, "What's wrong?" I was like, Nick just picked the game of the week right there. I mean, he should go play the lottery.
Quick, what am I eating for dinner tomorrow?
Grilled cheese.
I mean, he really wants his rock and roll sushi.
Yeah, rock and roll sushi. Every once in a while I'll have a weird pick that's very specific, but it's because I throw so many out there. Eventually something sticks.
Yeah.
Like one year I picked the Alabama would play. It was when the Alabama would play Notre Dame in the national championship. I picked that preseason, and Notre Dame wasn't ranked at the point. And somebody's like, "Why?" I was like, "It just sounds they're due for
Sounds
one."
something ridiculous.
So when we do a March Madness bracket, he would be the
Yeah,
one
I'm
that
just
gets
gonna
every
write
game right.
Oh, and I know.
Give me all the ridiculous picks you think.
I'll do him like I told Brandy. If it's a high C, you want to go with that one. The 16 is better than a 1.
Well, one more time, let's go through our scores to close it out. Jasper gets their first loss to Muscle Shoals tonight, comes up short 15-35. Winfield beats Oakman 32-19. Fayette takes care of Curry 67-16. Dora beats Cordova 33-32. Addison beats Meek soundly 61-22. Phil Campbell takes care of Carbon Hill 56-12, and Marion County survives Lynn 42-34. We want to thank Tyler Sims for coming on the show tonight, having a great time. We hope that you pop back in with us again.
Yeah.
Man, for sure, definitely had a blast.
Well, good deal. Thank you to everyone who listened, who commented on Facebook, who called in, and anybody that has participated in checking out some high school football this week. It's good for our schools, good for the community. We hope to see you at Cairo Gamble Field or one of our other schools this coming Friday night, and we look forward to seeing you there. Patrick?
It's been a good week. We will hit it up next week. We'll be back at Cairo, and I think the county game, Brian told us before he left, is that on the road with 64, we'll be doing the Curry and Dora game pregame. So make sure that you tune in.
That'll be on the Live for the 64 Facebook page.
Yes.
You'll be able to watch the pregame there, and then you can, of course, listen to that game on WJBE 88.5.
That's right.
Jasper game will be here, WJLX 101.5, and on the Facebook page, also where you can find us after the game, once again next Friday night. All right, guys, we hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. Get some rest. Some of our kids in the Jasper area have a nice 3-day weekend while our teachers have to go back Monday, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We hope you have a great weekend of football, and we will see you back right here on the WJLX Scoreboard Show.